Faith without works is dead. Hi and welcome to my channel, Journey with Sarah. I'm Sarah, and if you clicked on this video, chances are you are restarting a business or starting one, and if that's you, this message is for you. I want to talk about how to do it the right way, with faith, with structure, and with action, because we've all heard the saying, faith without works is dead. A lot of us are saying we are trusting God, but we are not planning. We are praying, but we are not moving. We believe, but we are not building. It requires action, it requires discipline, and it requires structure. When you are restarting, you want to make sure that you are moving in the right direction. So don't rush signs, don't force outcomes, but do pay attention to when things start coming together. Those aren't coincidences. That is clarity forming. So let me give you 5 foundations to start with as you are restarting your business. Foundation number 1, write a real plan. The first thing you'll need is a real plan. Even if it doesn't go exactly as written, you need something concrete. In your plan, answer these questions. What are you offering? Who is it for? How are you delivering it? How often can you show up? Then write this out in a composition notebook. Let that notebook be dedicated to that and only that. Your plan doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to exist. Most likely you will pivot because as time goes on, you gain more knowledge, you get new ideas. And when that happens, you move accordingly, but you have to plan. Foundation number 2 is going to be start with what you already have. This is where we need to be mindful of creating new expenses. One of the biggest mistakes people make, especially when starting and restarting a business, is thinking that they need new tools, new equipment, new website, new logo, just a whole new setup before they can even begin. I am at a restart myself. I'll use my own journey as an example. I sell clothing and accessories through closet sales. Some pieces are things I've worn before, and some pieces are just everything and I can see someone else wearing them. When I first started, I didn't go out and buy new inventory. I do have a pretty cool closet, so I started with pieces that I no longer wanted. And now I do add inventory, but I'm very mindful on how much I spend. I'm not buying everything I see. I'm not creating new expenses before the business can support them. So don't delay starting just because you are waiting until you have everything. You are just starting. Why would you have everything? You're not an established business yet. You're not operating at full scale. You are at the beginning. So begin with what's free or little expense and start there. This season is not about expansion, it is about stewardship. Start where you are, use what you have, build as you grow. Foundation number 3 is going to be set non-negotiable habits. Restarting will not work if everything feels optional. You will need a few non-negotiables, and that will look different for everybody. Whether it's setting a time aside every day or choosing specific days each week for whatever it is that you are doing. But once you decide, follow through and be consistent. Number 4 is going to be know your numbers. A lot of businesses are failing, and by failing, I mean no real profit. The numbers have to be managed. Numbers matter. You need to know how much you can afford to spend, what your fixed expenses are, what breaking even actually looks like. We cannot be careless with money in this season, whether it's what we invest or what we earn. I recommend 2 books. The first one is going to be a ledger book, which is actual legal documentation where you write in and out every expense, and also a book titled Profit First. It really helps you understand how to manage your money the right way. So take it seriously, take it to God, pray about your numbers and goals for the amount you project for your future. Number 5 is my favorite. It's going to be build quietly before building loudly. You do not need to announce your restart. Build quietly, test things, adjust, learn. Yes, people will find out along the way, and that is absolutely fine. When they find out, they can decide if they want to follow along, support you or not. My first business, I was doing countdowns on Instagram on my personal page, thinking I was building anticipation. But the truth is, those people weren't my right audience. Those were my friends, associates, people I met once or twice. We exchanged Instagram handles, and yes, some supported, but most was not my target audience, and that is what I had to learn. You do not need to announce your business to everyone you know. You need to find your people. Build a real audience, create your business page, post consistently about what your business actually does. Definitely collab with people in your niche, and the right audience will come. Again, use platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Substack to build intentionally. At first, I recommend just picking 2 platforms, learn them well, then slowly begin exploring other platforms. Let your habits form before your audience does. Those was the 5. Now, 2 more things before I close. One is another way to look at failure. I was listening to Pastor Mike recently, Rock City. He was talking about how people see his success, but it didn't just happen. He has done music before that has flopped. The church that he is in now, he has got plenty of no's before he got that yes. And he said one thing that really stuck with me. Sometimes God knows we are not ready yet. Not because he doesn't want us to succeed, but because he is preparing us. Sometimes what feels like failure is actually development. Sometimes what feels like delay is actually preparation. Because success before you are ready can destroy you. And if God had given us some of the things we wanted 5 or 10 years ago, we might not have had the character, the discipline, the wisdom, or the maturity to sustain it. Some seasons are building seasons, some are training seasons, some are preparation seasons, and when the opportunity finally comes, you will be grateful that God developed you before he elevated you. If you are praying and asking God for direction, pay attention to the ideas that come. Pay attention to those nudges. Pay attention to the things that keep coming back to you, because faith without works is dead. Lastly, I was listening to another creator and she shared a story about Michael Jackson. The story was when inspiration came to him, he believed he needed to act on it quickly, because if he didn't, it might go to somebody else. And that somebody else was Prince. You get it? They was like around the same time. And that point stuck with me. When you get an idea, don't automatically assume that you are not ready. Don't automatically talk yourself out of it. A lot of times we are waiting for perfect conditions. We are waiting till our schedule is better. We are waiting until we have more money. We are waiting until we have more confidence. We are waiting until our hair is done. We are waiting until everything looks right. And sometimes God is saying, move now. Not recklessly, not without prayer, but move. Take the next step. And this is actually, for me, the idea to start creating content actually came. And if I'm being honest, I waited longer than I should have. And I have seen other people executing those same ideas. So that is why I am encouraging you to move. That is what this whole video is about. If God gives you an idea, don't question whether you are ready or not. Take the next step, do the research, record the video, make the post, start the business page. Whatever the next step is, take it. As I mentioned before, I am at a restart myself, so I'm not speaking from theory. I'm speaking from where I am at right now. I am being more intentional than I've ever been. And if you failed before, I want you to know that it isn't a life sentence. It's information. You learn from it, you grow from it, and you move forward. Restarting means you are choosing to try again with clarity, with discipline, and with faith. If you are in a season of rebuilding, whether it's your business, your direction, your discipline, you are welcome here. This is Journey with Sarah. I am on a journey sharing information and experiences along the way, so let's grow together. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.